question we are confronting here is, how do we cultivate our own ability and our learners' capacity for insight?
The answer to the question is that our ability and our students' capacity for insight are cultivated through using examples, techniques, and abstraction.
To support that answer, in the text the author used joke, the rhythm of abstraction, and the meaning of the number 4 as examples. He also introduced and practiced the techniques like conceptual analysis and metaphor to deepen and clarify insights. Aside from that, he also used and acknowledged the role of abstraction in the process of gaining insights.
However, with regard to the first point, others say that the examples should cater to different learning styles or preferences. With respect to the second point, other thinkers object that conceptual analysis and metaphor do not thoroughly explore alternative methods for cultivating insight. And about the third point, some people claim that abstraction may lead to detachment from the concrete realities that these insights are meant to represent.
To the first objection, I answer that limited scope may hinder some individuals from fully engaging with or grasping the presented insights. Thus, it should be more varied and contextualized for the students. To the second, I reply that different individuals may respond better to varied approaches. To the third one, I say that practical and tangible things should be considered.
For example, in a classroom, students have different backgrounds, and one thing that can unite them is their context. Thus, examples that students can relate to will be a better way of cultivating insight. Another one is that as we teach, varying our teaching techniques and strategies, such as hands-on experiences, group discussions, or practical applications will be better as there will be more needs that can be catered to. To illustrate the third one, consider the case of the students' generation today. They learn better when they are given practical problems or when it is more relevant to their future.
Thus, contextualizing our lessons and examples, like considering the profile, cultural background, and needs of the students, will be a more effective way of developing insights. Moreover, implementing differentiated teaching strategies will make the students more engaged. What works for one student may not work as effectively for another. Ignoring these individual differences may limit the effectiveness of the proposed strategies. Lastly, allowing the students to reflect on actual scenarios and act as effective problem solvers will improve their capacity to foster insights.
In conclusion, I believe that our ability and our students' capacity for insight are cultivated through using contextualized examples, varied techniques, and practical abstraction.
So starting today, I will be more aware and sensitive to the profile and context of my students so that I can provide examples that will help them better understand concepts. I will also consider the variations of my teaching strategies so that I can cater to the different learning styles of the students. And finally, I will provide realistic lessons and reflections to the students so that they can make clear meaning of life.